Hi everyone, thank you for the presentation. My name didn't change, my name is Lourdenie Jean. I'll try to talk as fast as possible, but I usually tend to overtalk, so but I think I'll be able to get to pinpoint what I really wanted to put forward today with my presentation. So to start, I'd like to present myself a bit more in depth. Like I said, my name is Lourdenie Jean. I'm an intersectional feminist. I like to present that forward instead of, there are different titles when it comes to the environmental cause, such as environmentalist, etc. But I prefer to focus on the fact that I'm an intersectional feminist, and how that translates into my work. I like to use different various mediums to share my messages. One of them tends to be art. So I'm personally a writer. A writer. I like to write when I have time. And another way that I really put it forward, that I focused on sharing my message, was with a punctual event that I had, which was called L'environnement c'est intersectionnel. That event, as you can see pictures going behind me faster than I'm talking, is, I invited 7 visual artists to reuse trash, to collect trash, to reuse it in order to make a structure. And how, so you have different examples here of the lovely arts that they were able to make. And behind that event, there were 2 goals that I wanted to put the emphasis on. The first goal was to, like the title invites us to think, to have a more in-depth vision and understanding of the environmental cause by assuring that we really are understanding either different obstacles when it comes to environment, and also how the environmental cause is really like a systemic issue. And the other goal that I really wanted to put forward with this project was to basically propose through art, because art tends to be a medium I use a lot for my activism. So it was to propose through art a different system, a different way of consuming. And so that different way of consuming would put forward the idea of reusing. I was actually almost presenting just the idea of the trash almost as a social construct when you think about it, because people would actually come to an event where past trash was actually art. So that's kind of the idea that was behind the event in itself. And so within that project, like I said, it started as a punctual project. So I was really wondering if I were to make a Facebook page in order to promote it. And I'm really glad I did, because I was hesitating between either doing a Facebook page or just a Facebook event. And the fact that I did a Facebook page allows me to really translate these different ideas into tangible and concrete tools. So that's really the mindset that I want to show that social media allows me to have. It allows me to really build something concrete that I can that it really translates my works into what the quote-unquote outside world. Another goal with my actual project was to really educate, like I said earlier, how to have a more in-depth vision. So during the event, there were also different activists that were asked to come. But the nuance I'd like to add with that, and also how I'm using my Facebook page, is that to me, I'd like to even dismantle how we're educating ourselves and see it more as a collective experience instead of just individual outputs. And so that's really everything that was really put forward. That was really where I was putting the emphasis on how the event was going, and even with the different tools that I still that I still do today. And the collective, which leads me, like I said, to my other point, which is how I'm using Facebook as a tool. I'd like to see it that in order to educate ourselves, it's really the collectivity to put forward instead of just individual outputs, and kind of to tie it with the essence of a lot of different social media which is to maximize sharings and connections. So that's really in this idea that I am using Facebook, and I feel like I missed a picture, but one of the pictures also that I was me at a gala, and that is how that is to put for with what I was trying to say with that image is how, again, like I said, I can use Facebook to really make sure that I find different opportunities that I can actually again create these connections. And today I now have a workshop of l'environnement c'est intersectionnel, standing for the environment is intersectional, again where I can really make sure that this collective sharing and this collectivity idea is really still present in the work that I'm doing. So that's really the message that I wanted to present today. And if I am to focus in the more like the usage of digital tool, I would like really you to keep in mind that digital tools are often seen as something that you personally use to share something. And what I was trying to really the message I really wanted people not to forget is that beyond just creating Facebook and different social medias and different digital tools should be more in the mindset of really creating connections and sharing experiences. When I talk of l'environnement c'est intersectionnel, something I really put forward is where I really put the emphasis in my speech is the importance of collectivity instead of individuality or even institutions. It's really that to remember that collectivity is where power stands. Woo!